This is Texas Radio Hall of Famer Daryl Hawley. Like many of the people inducted today, moving around a bit was just part of the job for Chuck Wolf, who will celebrate his golden anniversary in the business next year. From his start in San Antonio, Kansas City, Omaha, and Denver too, were stops along the way to his longtime home in Houston at KIKK AM and FM. He took the reins as morning news anchor and news director and quickly began whipping the department into one of the most respected, credible, and cutting edge in the Lone Star State. You would think that there would not be as much emphasis on news, especially at a more music ratings machine like Kick 96 FM. But management never saw it that way, and neither did Chuck. With 2 signals and an incredible staff of 13 anchors, reporters, interns, and even the first computerized newsroom in the nation, Chuck's vision and product were not only the envy of many, but caught the ears and eyes of numerous prestigious media organizations like the Texas Association of Broadcasters, the Texas AP Broadcasters, and the Houston Press Club, not to mention his competitors. Were the expectations high? Sure they were. And Chuck and his crew hit it out of the park from the time he arrived in 1980 until his departure with the sale of KIKK in 1993. Chuck was the co-founder of the Houston Regional Amber Alert Program and was the chairman of the FCC's Emergency Alert System for the 13 counties that make up its Southeast Texas service area. He led KIKK's coverage of Hurricane Alicia and contributed columns for the RTNDA Communicator and the industry publication Earshot. And, at least in the eyes of radio beat reporters, Chuck's single greatest contribution were his consultations to the Marantz Electronics Group to help in the design and deployment of the most rugged cassette recorder with Canon mic plugs, RCA outputs, and that little phone jack thingy too. Today, Chuck is the owner and lead instructor for the globally recognized media consultants based in Houston, where he has trained no less than 6,000 individuals to become the media spokespersons for over 200 corporations, colleges, and government agencies. It is a treat for me to be with him today, and you too, as we welcome my friend, colleague, and former boss, Chuck Wolf, to the 2018 class of the Texas Radio Hall.
Well, first, news anchors never ad-lib. We have a script that is timed to 2 minutes, Josh. Thank you to my Kick News and Public Affairs colleague, Daryl Hawley, for nominating me for this great honor, with support from Chief Engineers Bill Cordell and Andy Hudak, all 3 of whom are already Texas Radio Hall of Fame members. Yes, after 38 years since starting at KIKK, I am still proud to be a kicker and share the love with so many Kick family brothers and sisters who are here today. I want to thank all of those lifetime Hall of Fame members who voted for my selection to your Hall of Fame roster. All of us had mentors who helped hire us, teach us, inspire us. And my mentors were John Walker from Kite FM and the legendary Dick Porter at KONO in San Antonio. And so I want to be recognizing them. I'm indebted to them for the lessons I learned from them during my college days in the Alamo City. That's also why I'm so proud to have one of my former Kick News interns, TJ Callahan, be inducted into the Hall of Fame with me today. So congratulations, TJ. When I was at Kick, Melanie Miller was the news director at KTRH News Radio 740 AM. So she was my competitor. Even after we dated and got married 29 years ago next month. Melanie, you are still my partner, my wife, the love of my life. In broadcasting, you often have to move out to move up in this business. And my three children, Angela, Amy, and David, who are with us today with my granddaughter, Caitlin, have always been there for their dad. Thank you for the sacrifices you made when Dad moved up from Council Bluffs to Omaha to Kansas City to Houston, and you had to change homes and change schools and change friends every time Dad moved. When Dad had to work weekends, you drew pictures on the AP teletype roll that I rolled down the newsroom hallway. And when Hurricane Alicia hit Houston, you and your mom hid in the bathroom of our home because Dad was at work covering the breaking news. You and your children have always been there to love and support me, and I am so proud to be your dad and your grandpa. My 2 minutes are up, so I'm going to sign off. Chuck Wolf, Kick News.